City of Vancouver, ePLANS Applicant Resubmit Task. If corrections are requested following the review of your application, you will receive an email notification. This means revised plans and/or documents, as well as a response to the review comments, are requested. This task is called the Applicant Resubmit Task. To start, scroll down in the email invitation and click on the Application Access link. This takes you to the ePLANS login screen. It will auto-populate your email address, so type in your password and click Login. There are a few different ways to view and respond to the review comments, so we'll show you several options in this video. The first way is to click on the name of the task. This will open the e-form, which allows you to access your review comments. Under step 1 of 4, you'll see a total of unresolved comments, info-only comments, and files with markups. Click on the Review Comments button to view the correction items. There are 3 categories. Unresolved, in dark red, means a change is needed on the plan page or document. Info-only, in blue, means it's information only, and it's some information the reviewer wanted you to have. No response is required and no changes needed. Question, which will appear in a lavender color, means the reviewer has asked a question about the project. It's not specific to any plan or document, but instead is an overall question that they have. No change is necessary, but they do ask that you respond and answer their question. As you continue through the review cycles, you'll see the dark red unresolved items turn green and they'll say resolved. That means the correction was made and the issue was solved. You can use the drop-down menus at the top of the screen to filter the review comments based on department, status, response. You can use the search option to type in a keyword, and it will find that on the plan page for you. You can filter based on the type, the cycle that the correction was placed on, and also the time, newest to oldest or oldest to newest. You'll see a unique reference number for each review comment. This is so you can refer to that number when speaking or emailing the reviewer. You can say reference number 25, and the reviewer will see the same information that you do and know what reference number you're referring to. It also shows you the title of the review comment, the department, the name of the reviewer, the date and time that was placed on the submittal, the review cycle that it was placed on, there's also detailed information in the center of the screen that tells you what the correction needs to be made. Clicking on the thumbnail image opens an enlarged view of that correction on the plan page. To the right is a download arrow. This will download the file with the review comments on it. It will open in full screen, and you can hover over each review comment to see the details. You can save this PDF or send it to a third party. This is a great way to share review comments with other individuals if they like to view them on the plan page. You can scroll up and down and respond to the review comments here in this list. There is no save button since your responses are automatically saved. This is one way to review and respond to your review comments. Another way is to click on the name of the file, which you'll see as a hyperlink here. This opens a full-size view of the review comments on the file. You can type in your response to the right, and save it. You're also able to use the next and previous buttons to go through all of your review comments on every file in your submittal. Once you type in Save Response, you'll see a pop-up message that your response was updated successfully, and it will progress to the next review comment. You can go previous and next to go through all the review comments in your submittal, page by page, correction by correction, and save your responses as you go. This is the most visual way to see and respond to review comments. A third option is actually at the permit in ePLANS. So I'm going to go back to that screen. There's a tab across the top called Reviews. This allows you to see the review comments. Just like in the review comments button in your task, you have the filter options along the top of the screen that you can choose to filter by department, status, response, and so on. You can type in your applicant response here as you scroll up and down and review the corrections. Just like before, when you type in a response, there is no save button because the system will automatically save it for you. You'll also notice that on the info only item, there is no response required, and that screen will be grayed out, so you're not able to type a response in there. You can continue to scroll up and down through the list and respond to the items, and it will automatically save your responses. The final option to see and respond to review comments is by utilizing Excel. To do that, you click on the Task tab and go back to your task. You'll see on the right, to the right of the review comments button, an Export to Excel option. Click this button and it will prompt you to download the review comments. You can download them all in one Excel file, or you can do multiple Excel files based on the department that put the review comment on your plans. For this option, I'm going to use a single Excel file with all the departments. When you click download, you'll now have an Excel spreadsheet of the review comments for the option that you selected. You can now see the name of the department, the reviewer's name, the date and time the correction was put on there, reference number, and all the content of the markup here. You also have a link here in the view column to open that plan page with the change marks on them. This will give you a full screen view right here with the review comments on the page that you can either save or email to someone. You also have the applicant response column. It will already populate any responses that you've done previously, and it allows you to type in more responses here. And you'll notice that the info only comment is grayed out just like before. So after you've typed in your responses, you can save this file. You can also change the name of the file if you wish to. This can be emailed over to third parties and they can add in responses and send it back to you for upload into ePLANS. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and save this file here. And I'll place it on my desktop just for quick access. And I'm going to name it. Okay. And now I have that Excel file saved on my computer. When you're ready to import the responses, in your task, you have an Import Excel Responses button on the far right. Click on this button, and now you're going to click Browse for File to go select that Excel spreadsheet. So I'll go to my desktop, and here it is. Once you select the Excel file, it'll give you a detailed account. So in this case, it added 2 responses and 5 responses were replaced. So it'll give you a detailed accounting of what it did. Now you can also keep uploading more Excel spreadsheets until all of the comments are there. This would be useful if you had some comments come back from an architect and other comments from an engineer, but it's a quick, easy way to import those responses into ePLANS so you don't have to retype them. Now, when I click on the Review Comments button, you'll see as we scroll up and down that it did add all those responses from the Excel spreadsheet into my submittal. An applicant response is required for all the unresolved review comments before it can be sent back to the city. In addition to responding to review comments, you are required to upload the revised plans or documents as required by reviewers. Please see our video on uploading files for how to upload new and versioned files. If you're not ready to submit yet, you can click on the Save for Later button at the bottom of the screen. This will save everything you've done up to this point, and it will leave your task active so you can continue to come back, respond to review comments, and upload more revised plans and documents until you're finished. If you are finished, scroll down to step 3 of 4 and check the confirmation box that you've responded to all the review comments and have uploaded the updated plans and documents as indicated above. Once you check the confirmation box, you'll now have a Resubmit to the City of Vancouver button available. When you click on this button, a pop-up message displays verifying you want to complete the task because it will finish your upload and you will no longer be able to add plans and documents. And it asks if you're sure you want to resubmit to the City of Vancouver. If you're not, click Cancel. If you are, click OK. In this example, it gave me a pop-up because before I can complete the task and submit it to the city, I must provide an applicant response to all the review comments. So if you receive this pop-up, it means that you're missing an applicant response. To correct it, scroll up and click on the Review Comments button. You can scroll up and down to try and find the one that doesn't have a response, or you can use the filter option at the top. I'm going to go ahead and use the response and do without responses. And that will automatically take you to any unresolved items that do not have a response. In this case, I had one, so I'm going to type in my response, and then I'm going to go ahead and close the window. So now I should have an applicant response to all of the review comments. I have the confirmation box checked that I've responded to everything and I've uploaded the revised plans and documents. Now I'm going to try the Resubmit to the City of Vancouver button again. It's still going to verify that you do wish to finish your upload since you can no longer add plans and documents, and it will submit it to the city. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now you'll receive a pop-up message thanking you for your submission. And it says you'll receive an email when your submittal has been approved or if any corrections are required. This is how you review and respond to the Applicant Resubmit task. Thank you for using ePLANS.